Okay, people, today we're going to review the last lesson that we had about relative clauses. And you're going to do the exercises in class. You have 3 pages of exercises, and you also have a paragraph in which I told you last time that you have to put in relative clauses to give it some body. So let's go ahead and go to the matseget and let's get going. So like I said before, the topic of our lesson today is relative clauses. And basically a relative clause is a group of words which includes a relative pronoun and additional information about the noun. And the goal of a relative clause is to give us more detailed, the pratim, information about a noun. The last time we learned several of them. We learned who refers to information about a person, when about a time, where about a place, which about a thing, a domain, and whose refers to information about ownership, about shayachut. So, relative clauses. The boy is my brother. In this sentence, we have 2 nouns, boy and brother. Which boy are you talking about? So which one is your brother? He is wearing a cap. What we have here are 2 very simple sentences. The boy is my brother, and he is wearing a cap. So the question is, how can we take all this information, the boy is my brother, and he is wearing a cap, and make them into one sentence? Oh, I see. The boy who is wearing a cap is your brother. So we see the boy, the noun, more information about the boy who is wearing a cap, which is the information from here, is your brother. So the relative pronoun is who, and who is wearing a cap is the relative clause, which gives me more information about the noun boy. And in this manner, I'm able to take the 2 sentences and put them together. The boy who is wearing a cap is my brother. Who is wearing a cap is the relative clause. What does it refer to? And as I said before, the who refers, the relative pronoun and relative clause refers, mityaches, to the noun that comes before the relative pronoun. So the noun, relative clause, the noun is boy, and who, in all the words after it, refer to this noun. The relative pronouns, which, who, whom, or that, refer to the noun or noun phrase before it. So when we say we have a relative pronoun, which is which, who, whom, or that, I'm always going to give information about the noun that comes before the relative pronoun, which is who in this case. And the sentence here the noun is boy. So as I taught in class, when I talk about people, who refers to a subject and whom refers to an object, and in the next class, I will explain it. But for now, just use who for people. Things refer to which, or things can be that also. That means the car that I own is red. Okay? We can use that instead of who, whom, and which. So when the relative pronoun that I can use for people and things. However, I want you to avoid limana from using that. For things, use which, and for people, for now, use who. And I will teach you in the next class the difference between who and whom, because I need to teach you the difference between a subject and an object. Relative clauses. The lady who talked to me last night was Jenny. Okay. Or I could say Jenny talked to me last night. Jenny, okay, we're going to do it now, the who. Jenny is the person doing the talking. Jenny talked to me last night. Okay. She's doing she's doing the talking. However, what is an object? It's a noun that doesn't do the action. The lady whom I talked to last night was Jenny. I talked to Jenny last night. Jenny is not doing the talking. Jenny is being talked to by me. So if the person is doing the talking, like the lady who talked to me last night, I use who. But if the person doing the talking is not that noun, the מישהו אחר שעושה את הפעולה, אני משתמש בהום. Because I did the talking. The lady didn't do the talking, I did. So therefore, the lady whom I talked to last night was Jenny. I use that because the lady did not do the action. If the lady had done the action, like up in the first sentence, I would say who. But because the lady did not do the action in the second sentence, I do whom. So the question is, which relative pronoun should we use? The girl studies French, doesn't speak Cantonese. The girl is a person and is doing the action. So therefore, it's who, because the girl is doing the action. Do you know the man I talked to? Well, who did the talking? I did. The man did not do the talking, so therefore it will be whom. It's a book will interest children of all ages. The word book is a thing, so therefore it will be which. Like I said, all three of these have that. Please do not use that. Use who, whom, or which. The students are smart. They are learning relative clauses. So I need to put these two sentences together. The students, they are doing the action because they are the ones that are learning. So is it going to be whom or who? Yes, it is going to be who because they are doing the action. The students who are learning, which is the relative clause, are smart. Or I could also say the students who are smart are learning relative clauses. And in this case, I use who instead of they. Why? Because they are actually doing the action. Try to connect the sentences by using relative clauses. The girls annoyed me. They talked too much. Okay, the girls who talked too much annoyed me. Or I could also say the girls who annoyed me talked too much. I could go both ways. So what I want you to do now is stop the video and try to connect these three sentences. Now see if your answers were right. Remember, the pronoun refers to the same thing as the relative pronoun does should be omitted. For instance, the girl is my sister who you saw yesterday. So if the girl whom you saw her yesterday is my sister, is wrong. It should be the girl whom you saw yesterday is my sister. So basically, if the pronoun refers to the same thing as the relative pronoun, then you basically take it out. So A is just the girl whom you saw her yesterday is my sister. The word her should not be here. So the answer should be the girl whom you saw yesterday is my sister, and I take out the word her. When you combine or put together two sentences using relative clauses and relative pronouns, make sure that you do not have any words that do not need to be there. So now it's exercise time. Exercise. Okay, stop your video and put these two sentences together and then check your answer. If you got it right, good for you. And if you didn't, check and see what you did. Okay, now this is your second sentence. The girl is my cousin, then talk to the girl. Stop your video, put these two sentences together, then check your answer. The girl whom Ben talked to is my cousin. If you got it right, good for you. But if you made a mistake, see what you did wrong and try to understand your mistake. The park is beautiful. The park is next to our school. Stop the video. Put these two sentences together using a relative clause. Very good. Now check your answer. If you got it right, good for you. If you made a mistake, look at the correct answer and try to understand what you did wrong. The dictionary is useful. I bought the dictionary yesterday. Stop the video. Put these two sentences together. Now, afterwards, check to see if you got the right answer. If you did, good for you. But if you made a mistake, see what you did that was wrong. The dictionary, which I bought yesterday, is useful. Okay, the problem is difficult to solve. We are facing the problem. Put these two sentences together using a relative pronoun. Okay, if you got it right, check your answers. If you got it right, good for you. But if you made a mistake, see what your mistake was so you don't make the same mistake in the future. And that is the end of our lesson. Now that you've done the video, you can go back and I gave worksheets out in class last time. Do all the odd izugi exercises and have them ready for class. Do them now and have them ready for class when we meet again on Wednesday. Look forward to seeing you. Have a good day.